No drinking in the recording.
Like alcohol? Oh no, okay. Uh, Hello and welcome back to The Boys in the Pod. I'm your host for today. I'm David. You might know me as David. I am of course joined by Cyber Prime and Turtle Guy.
Hey.
No Hoover today, but that's okay.
No, Hoover
Probably for the
couldn't make it.
best.
He's vanished. We'll find him though.
Fuck him.
We've hired like the top men, as Turtle Guy says, to try and track him
Top
down.
men.
Top men.
Also,
Indiana
Turtle Guy
Jones stuff.
didn't interrupt. That is
That is
impressive.
shocking.
No,
That is actually
He's
very
showing
I
impressive.
did
restraint.
giggle. I did giggle.
Oh, I don't think your microphone picked that
That's
up.
that didn't pick that up. Yeah.
My microphone helped me not interrupt. I'm
It's
so
saving
happy.
you.
For now.
Now. And then next time it'll be like, oh yeah, no turtle guy, he vanished.
Every time that it's your turn to host, conveniently Turtle Guy will disappear.
I will believe it.
So how you been, guys? How you
Uh,
doing?
I've been pretty good. I mean, like, everything's been pretty chill here for the most part. There hasn't really been anything super dramatic or super scary. I've just kind of been chilling. I nearly broke my drawing pad. That's the only thing
Good.
that happened because
No more cheating on Jackbox.
I left it out of under a window and then it started raining and I didn't realize, and then when I looked at it there were massive stains all over it when it was done. So I don't know what the fuck was in the rain, but I had to clean it and
Acid
then
rain.
I turned it on and I haven't actually checked if it works. The power still works, but I don't know if the actual mechanisms that make it useful actually continue to function.
The
So
thumbnails. I
uh,
need to
We'll find out in the next
invest in a
Jackbox
good
video when
drawing
you
pad.
don't draw anything.
yeah, there'll just be nothing on the channel from now on drawn, and that'll be your answer.
Oh no. No, it'll be like MS Paint.
Yeah, no, hell yeah. I mean, technically, I could use the drawing pad on MS Paint if I wanted to.
Alright, okay.
Have you seen those
simmer
videos
down
of people
now.
drawing like really good pictures on MS Paint, presumably using drawing pads? But they're really, I always
They're
find
doing that
those
shit
really interesting.
free-handed.
It's an
I
art. It's
want
an
to
art
talk to
form.
them.
Yeah, there's no way anyone's doing that with a fucking mouse. Fuck off.
There's probably someone, but they do it as like a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to do that way back in the day, which I think I'll talk more about when we get onto today's topic. But before we do, guys, I
Oh.
got a letter.
Oh.
Okay, I'm fine by the way.
I don't care. I'm the host. You're merely my pawn. I got a letter today.
Yeah.
So I ran down the stairs excitedly, thinking it was my comics. It wasn't, though. It was a letter.
Oh, okay.
I won't read the man's name, but he's clearly, so it's handwritten and then been photocopied. So I'm assuming it's been sent to a lot of people. I'm just gonna read it out because I thought it was weird. I read some words on it and I was like, "This is for the podcast."
Okay.
Dear sir or madam, hello. My name is, and then he says his name. I am writing to let you know of vital information that will concern everyone
Damn.
living on this planet.
Oh,
Oh
shit.
no.
Most people try to remain positive despite the serious problems we face today. But can we expect things to get better from a human standpoint? That answer is no. So this is already,
What is this?
for 2 sentences in, I'm terrified
Is
of
this
this.
like a
this letter.
prophet?
Yeah, well, the creator of this vast universe and owner of this planet makes it very clear in his word, the Bible, it does not belong to man to direct his step. In other words, mankind will never be able to solve the problems of this world. God's son Jesus Christ came to earth 2,000 years ago and told his true followers to pray for God's kingdom to come. Now, some of these words are very, very difficult to read. Jehovah God will use his kingdom, a government in heaven, to fulfill his promise, and he has appointed Jesus as ruler of that government, which will have authority to care for the earth and the people on it. People need to face reality that the serious problems we have are man-made. War, famine, disease, global warming, crime and violence, poverty, and moral decay. Our creator, Jehovah God, has the power and means to remove these awful problems and will, because he loves mankind. If you want to know what the future holds for you and your family, be sure to check out, and then he gives us a website. You will be happy you did.
How do you remove
So
all
basically-
them without killing humans? Is it gonna be like they'll steal like the
Sounds like
minds?
it was written by an AI.
So basically, guys, don't worry about anything bad that's ever happened to you in your life, guys. Because that
Oh
guy,
yeah,
that
Jehovah
fucking
God.
that guy has it sorted.
Right.
I just thought that was
guy.
wild.
That is wild, but did you ever meet any of those people that are like really passionate about their specific type of religion in person?
No,
Like,
not yet. And I
I
feel like I'd be a
have.
horrible person
I've
if I
been
did.
to missions and stuff.
I have, and I was walking down the road like it was a couple months ago with Hoover, actually, a good friend of the channel who couldn't be here today. But we were walking down, and Hoover went into
Got
a
Jehovah's got him.
takeaway to get a milkshake, and so I waited outside, because I was just there was nothing
Absolute
to do.
heathen drink.
So
Because
I
Tyler used
sat.
to be addicted to milkshakes.
Hey, I did. I had a I had a deep problem with them.
You
Then
kicked
you
them.
saw the Lord.
No,
You saw
but
the way.
But basically, I was sitting on a bike rack, and then there was this person who was walking around in a high-vis jacket, and he was looking at people as they were going. And as he looked at me, I was just like being like a nice person. I smiled, and then I looked back down to my phone. And then after a couple seconds, I looked up again. He was right in front of me, and he said, "You're the first person to say hello to me all day, so I'm gonna talk to you." And then he started.
Your first mistake.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on, and then he started talking about religion. I was like, okay. And then he started talking about like really specific things that count as sins, and that if you ever lied as a child or a toddler, you get punished and sent to hell forever. So I was curious to see where it would go. So I didn't leave. I kind of humored him, and I somewhat answered the questions he was asking, somewhat not, because some of them were very personal. But then Hoover eventually
When
came
was the
out.
last time you masturbated? He asked.
That's not far off one of them, actually. But basically Hoover came out, and then Hoover kind of saved me, and he was like, yeah, no, we have someplace to go. And then he gave me like a paperback Bible thing, and then I didn't want to say no because I kind of felt bad because he said I was the first
Paperback
person
Bible?
to talk to him. So then I left with Hoover, and then I was telling Hoover that I felt bad and I didn't want to like just say no to the Bible. So as we were walking, he grabbed it out of my hands and in one fluid motion swung his arm and it landed straight in the fucking nearest bin, in full view of the guy who was presumably still
That's
looking at us
incredible.
down the street.
Hoover's my favorite person on the planet. That's hilarious.
And then we just kept walking.
Story?
No,
I didn't know that.
I've
bit.
never
yeah,
heard
no,
that
he
part of
just
the story
straight
either.
up got it, and then he told
That's
me to look
incredible.
away. He pointed at something. He said, "Hey, what's that over there?" He just grabbed it and then fucking flung it into the bin.
Oh my days, that's incredible. I didn't know that part of the story.
No, yeah, no, and then we just
For
kept
a
walking,
trophy.
and then I think we walked back to his room and watched Peacemaker, I think, while eating a takeaway.
At the most religious show.
So
Imagine
was that day.
You're like some guy who's not even that religious, but you get a job of like, oh yeah, hand out these Bibles, and like no one's saying hello to you. You see this one guy, you think you're really connecting with him, and then he's like, oh, he goes away, and you hand him a Bible, and you think, wow, I've really connected to that person, and then you see as he walks away, he flings away the Bible, and he perfectly lands it in the bin. You're
Yeah.
like, wow, that's
wasn't-
a bit disheartening, but damn. Impressive trick shot.
no, it
That
really
is
was.
impressive.
It was one
The
movement.
Lord
It wasn't.
must be on his side.
It wasn't actually a Bible. It was like a weird collection of like
Like a
poems
pamphlet.
and yeah, it was a pamphlet essentially. It was that's all.
It was
it
a
was.
best of
I
compilation
flicked through
of the
it.
Bible.
I flicked through it. I mean,
Best of.
the best hits of Jesus playing now.
Like I said, and I think David, you said it too. If we were there, I don't know. Probably.
Oh, it would have been. It would have been. Yeah, I.
We would have railed them.
I would no. I wouldn't have had sex with him. What is your problem?
No, I mean mentally.
I would have definitely done what you did, Cyber. I would have humored him for a while.
Yeah,
And
I
then
was
just
planning on
started, like,
humoring him
asking
more,
questions.
but then Hoover saved me, and it probably is for the best.
Oh,
The closest I ever had to something like that was when I walked out of a shop when I was in America one time. And a guy high-fived me and then shook my hand and then bumped my elbow and then gave me a hug and said I looked like Post Malone and then asked me for $1.
Oh my God, that's another
By
literally.
the way, I don't look like Post Malone at
I
all.
have.
Literally the same street that this is on remind me of another time I was with Hoover. There was
Okay.
this guy. Sorry, I will let you speak in a second, Turtle Guy. This is my last.
Okay, you may as well just leave
But-
the podcast. at this point. I
All
haven't
right,
gotten a word.
bye.
No, but me and Hoover again. We were walking with some of our friends down the exact same street. It was outside the exact same takeaway. I'm not even joking. And basically,
Why does takeaway like a hub for all the fucking
I,
crazies of the world?
I don't know, but they're really nice pizza rolls. They're actually delicious. I had one the other day. But basically, we were walking down the road, and there was this guy who was standing outside, and he asked me he didn't look me in the eye. It was really weird. It was as if he was like looking to something really far away, but he was still talking to me because he moved his hand. He was like looking past me, and he said, "Hey, do you have money for a coffee?" And then we just kept walking. I hate doing that because I feel really bad. But basically,
don't.
Hoover.
I never have money for my own coffees, bro.
Well, no,
Fuck
yeah,
off.
I literally only have my card anyway. But Hoover
Take that.
was nudging to me afterwards, and he was saying, "I know that guy," and I was very curious
And that's how he met me.
because I didn't. No, it wasn't you. But it turns out Hoover met him earlier in the week. He was going into a supermarket. And the same guy was standing outside the supermarket doing the same thing. He was like looking off in the distance. And he asked Hoover, "Hey, would you be able to help me buy something? There's something I need and I don't have the money for it." And Hoover, being the nice guy, because Hoover is a very gentle giant, he's a very nice person. He was like,
That is
"Yeah,
the best way to describe Hoover. Gentle giant.
yeah." He decided, you know what? I can spare a couple minutes. I can spare
Always got the biggest heart.
I can spare like €5 or whatever it's gonna need. It's not gonna be anything expensive. And then the guy brought him into the supermarket, walked down some aisles, and then eventually stopped and pointed at an electric water hose, which was like 100 and something. And
What the fuck?
yeah, I know. I'm stealing this story from Hoover, but he can verify it next time. But this guy he wanted him to buy an electric powered water hose for what I cannot imagine the reason, and Hoover was like, "Yeah, no, sorry, I didn't realize it was that expensive. I can't really buy that for you right now." And they just left.
Oh.
So
Fucking wild. What the fuck?
yeah, I know
I don't
it's
have a story as good as that, but like, speaking of, like, there's a whole bunch of signs we always see. They always pop up in the
Yes.
weirdest of places. The repent signs.
the repent. They're starting
Oh my
to grow.
god.
There's
There's one
they're
on
spreading.
my way to work now. 2 weeks ago was a fucking poster for a fucking film thing, and then like this week it's just, and I don't know what the picture is. It's like
Jesus' face.
it's like
in the
a
cloth.
fucking ultrasound of Jesus' face.
I
And
think
it just
it's
says
a famous
repent in
cloth or
capital
something. Hang on, I'll try and look it up. Well,
Is it supposed to be the thing when he got his face wiped
Oh, I have no
Think
idea.
so.
and his face was on the cloth? You know, just before he got.
Me and
fucking
David are
KO'd.
actually super religious, and this podcast is a ploy to make
Oh,
you
it
all
literally
see
is.
the word of the...
You are completely correct.
I am.
It's the Shroud of Turin, Jesus' holy face on natural linen. Oh wait, no, I think that's
Oh,
an
there you
Amazon.
go.
Sorry, no, that's an Amazon thing.
That's hilarious.
It's the
No, I
Shroud
think I
of Turin.
am right.
It's the Shroud of
Okay,
Turin.
yeah.
It's the length of linen cloth bearing the negative image of a man. Some describe as depicting Jesus of Nazareth. I believe the fabric is the burial shroud in which he was wrapped after crucifixion. So not to wipe his face. It's what they actually put over his face when he was.
Okay. I thought it was the thing when Mary Magdalene when she wiped his face because he was like sweating. I think it was more than sweat. I think he was probably
You
bleeding heavily.
actually...
But then
I
his
thought of a
face
story.
was. That happened to my dad. Like not
he
not
was
during his
crucified?
crucifixion. Yeah. No, it's like
Are you the holy one?
people talk about that thing, like the cloth thing, where they put Jesus. This is totally off. We have a topic plan. We'll get to it in a minute.
Yeah.
Well, eventually.
I want to finish the story, then we'll get on to it. But yeah, people talk about how he got his face wiped, and then his face was on the cloth, and it's like, oh, it's a religious miracle. But like, my dad's heavily diabetic, and he just sweat into his pillow, and you could literally tell it was his face. So I mean,
Women
unless my
after
dad's
a
the
night
second
out
coming,
do
I
that
think
as
Jesus
well.
might have just had high fucking.
When,
He might have just
the
needed some
kids
insulin
probably
shots.
Had, like, a lot of mascara on too.
Can't believe you were trying to interrupt me just to say that. I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of you.
Beat away.
Hey, fun fact: me and Turtle Guy have known each other since we were like 4 years
Are
old.
you just refusing me to tell my weird
Oh,
religious
you didn't
story?
try. Sorry, I was
you
meant to
have
go
a
into the
story?
topic.
Okay,
Sorry,
go
on.
for it. Go for it.
It's just a quick. So, I'm home one day, and then doorbell rings. And the first thing I
And it
do
was
is I look
Jesus.
out. Well, so it was a woman, and it was like a child. It was like a teenager, a little younger than me. So like, they were very well dressed for some reason. Like she was in a
Uh-oh.
fine dress, and he was like blue shirt, nice pair of suit jeans. And they're like, "Oh yeah, we wanna talk to you about something." And then they go, "Is your parents home?" I go, "Yeah, no, not really." It's like, "Oh, could we talk to you about this thing?" And I think they had Bibles and stuff, and I went, "Yeah, no," and I shut the door.
Good. That's the best way to
Oh.
do that, though.
That reminds me.
I never answer the door. I don't want to talk to people.
I do. But a couple of years ago when I was
TV
very young,
inspectors in disguise.
they just opened
Like
the
they
Bible
open
as
the
a TV
Bible and it's
license.
like a... Yeah.
Sign here for God.
The God of
Ah, we
TV.
got you.
But a couple of years ago when I was very young, okay, no, okay, more than a couple of years ago, but like years ago when I was very young, this exact situation happened, and to me there was this person. We have a like, there's a long lane in the house, and basically you have to walk up, and you can see people when they're coming from a mile away if they drive or if they walk. It takes ages, and well, not ages, but like it's more than a couple. It's a couple of seconds. And my mom, when I was younger, I seen like a car coming. No, it was people. They were in like a big fucking. I remember now. They were in like a suit and a trench coat. So they had a trench coat on over their suit, and they had a fedora.
Bruce Wayne coming up in
Thinking
your
about it, it was like the Men in Black.
Men in Black coming to take you away for being an alien.
Yeah, no, thinking about it, that is
So you
literally
find out
what it
you're
was.
from Mars.
Wouldn't be surprised. But basically, I pointed out the window. I was like, "Hey, mom, there's someone coming up the lane," and she went out
Grab the 12 gauge shotgun.
No, she
Don't
went
worry.
out. She went out and she opened the door, and then she seen who it was, and I was just look. I couldn't see what they said, but he went out of view because I couldn't see him come right towards the door. But I was waiting there for a couple seconds. I heard like muffled talking, and out of nowhere, the guy sprints. He's legging it. He's booking it for his life back down the trail, and my mom is chasing him, and she's telling him to like run and go and never come back, because apparently these people came like a couple of years prior. Because my nan, when she was alive, she lived in the house next to that house.
Oh, yes, yeah.
And they came there, and they apparently were really, for whatever reason, they were really, really mean to my nan when they came to talk about whatever it was. I don't even know if it was religious. I think it was, because they were holding a book, but that's all child cyber can remember. But my mom told them never to come back again, and they've never returned since. So that was easily like double digits ago. So
That's crazy.
yeah, I know.
Fucking wild.
But yeah, no.
How old were you when that happened?
Oh God,
If you don't mind me asking.
8
like, roughly.
to 10, maybe. I can't remember.
Oh god.
I think.
So, would you consider that like a nostalgic experience? I'm trying to really force the segue here.
I mean, a little bit. I mean, I don't remember it fondly, but like it's just sometimes
Fair
it popped
enough.
into my head.
That's a crazy story, though.
No, my mom is a badass sometimes, and it's I keep
Yeah,
forgetting
fucking hell,
sometimes,
man.
and then
Parents are
yeah.
badasses.
Yeah, no.
It's always
cool.
crazy because your mom is genuinely probably the nicest person I've ever met in my entire life. And
She's really nice, but then randomly she'll just say stories where she's just super super
She
badass,
chooses
like out of
violence.
nowhere, and it's I don't know, it's so cool.
crazy. That's sick.
Like Bruce Wayne, calm and composed, and then thundering badass by night.
You got there eventually.
Yeah, I mean that stumbled out of your mouth, but okay. Anyway, guys, let's. There's no natural segue, so I'm just going to say today's topic, chosen by we had a conversation
20
briefly
minutes
last
in.
night, and we listen. Some podcasts start with the news, others start with badass mothers. Okay,
Yeah.
but our topic that we wanted to talk about today is YouTube nostalgia. So that can be anything from like who we used to watch, what got us into YouTube, what got us into doing YouTube, some old channels. Like I've got some stories. Yeah, like I think it's fair though, Cyber, for you to, as it is your channel. Maybe you kick us off, or unless you want me to.
Okay, no, I
So I'm
can
gonna make
kick
you
us
do
off. I've got a story. You see, a while back, I used to make this channel called Tired TV Talks, and it had
Yeah, just you. That was all you.
No, I'm joking.
Failed?
But, okay, we had 3 videos. Okay, or no, we had like 5. That's not exactly super profitable. Not every idea, not every creative thing.
I was
successful.
supposed to be on that series or on that channel for 100 years, and I never went on, and then it died.
Yeah, yeah. But here, The Boys in the Pod is essentially the spiritual successor of Tired Talks Crawl,
Yeah.
so The Boys in the Pod could casually walk. But anyway, actual stories. None of you. I was gonna say some of you may not know this, but I'm hoping no one will know this, because if they do know, I am very concerned. But the Cyberprime channel you are watching. Okay, well, no, you're probably not watching it currently, because there's probably going to be a dedicated channel or whatever streaming service you're listening to this on. But the Cyberprime channel that you may know me from on YouTube or Twitch, but YouTube mainly, was not the original Cyberprime channel, which may be a revelation to you. But 2 years, I think, before the channel started, there was another Cyberprime channel that existed. The
It would have been
logo.
like 2017.
Yeah, it was something like that. I deleted it in then like that year. But it went on for 3 years before that. I think it was three to
Yeah.
five. The
Breaks my
first
heart.
ever video was that I did was a Transformers War for Cybertron Let's Play, but
I remember that.
I didn't know that screen capture software was a thing at that age, so I just got a video camera and propped it up on my couch, and then just recorded that onto the screen while I played the game, and it was fucking filled with, like, the reflections of the light, so you could barely see half the screen the entire video. But I fucking loved it. It was great.
Reflection on it?
No, you couldn't, because I realized when I was setting
yourself?
it up that you might be able to. So then I decided, oh shit,
Similar
I should
thing
probably.
did happen to me.
I think I
with,
hid
like,
behind
an
the couch
old
while I
video
played.
did.
I remember the video you were about to say. You hid behind the couch. How'd you play? Did you cut a hole in your couch?
No, I peeked around the side, and I fucking love that game. So I could basically, I played that game so much, the War for Cybertron, and so I could basically play it blindfolded. So I was able to just peek around the corner, and then just play the
Hilarious.
entire thing.
Because I'm just picturing how you are, like, because we've known each other since 20,
It's nearly a
20?
decade. I think it's 9
nearly
years.
10 years. We've known each, yeah, it's 9 years. So I
Well,
can
no, I
picture,
think
like,
we knew each other before then, but we've been good friends 9 years.
I think it's been about 10, yeah, 9 years that we've been good
We'll
friends.
celebrate the
Well-
10-year anniversary soon.
Yeah.
But that's fucking hilarious. And I've known Taro Guy, like, God, nearly 20
15?
years. Fucking, yeah, 15 years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But what was I going to say? Yeah, I remember. And I think that my favorite, well, this is one thing that sticks out to me about that channel specifically is there's a gag that we had on this channel, or on the current Cyberprime channel, that was actually originated on that channel, of The Walking Dead.
Oh,
Ah.
yes.
So I think it's mentioned a few times, but that you two only ever played the first 3 episodes of The Walking Dead. And I think when we got to the 4th episode, we kept saying it was like the point of no return.
Yeah, the point of no
at
return.
the end.
Because the channel could die at any instant. I can't remember if we actually said that in the recordings, but we definitely said
We
it whenever
definitely
we were in
implied it.
between.
We heavily referenced anyway something about the 4. But the reason being, on the old Cyberprime channel, we actually had done a Walking Dead
Yeah.
Let's Play.
We got up to
Did a
episode
bunch of other series.
3. Yeah, 3. We did the first
Yeah,
3 episodes.
And then we stopped, and it actually was the same structure where it was you and me in the first episode, and then Turtle Guy.
Yeah,
Yeah!
that's why we brought
Three.
Turtle Guy in the second
Yeah.
one. That's it was a homage,
Exactly.
essentially.
It was
I
a
still have
homage.
never
There's a
played
couple
the
of
first
homages on the
Walking
channel,
Dead.
but I'll talk about another one in a minute, but because it relates more to my old channel. But
Another tiny thing that if you ever hear Turtle Guy complaining about dialogue options and Cyberprime liking dialogue options is
Oh, yeah, I
because
forgot that
there was
happened.
an entire fully done Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy series on the original
Oh
That's
channel.
my
why I
God,
was so
yeah.
That
late
I
you
did with
deleted
Turtle
the
Guy.
channel.
And what?
Yeah, because I went through all that, and then I got a text one day, channel gone, bye.
Oh yeah, no, I had no
You did it
hesitation.
so
That
out
was
of the
so.
blue as well.
No, I know, yeah, but basically that entire series, real quick,
Didn't
it
give
was
me
fully
any time
finished,
to prepare.
and there was an entire 40-minute episode where I went through all the dialogue. Like there was lore, like
Codex
optional
Special.
email stuff you could read. We spent 40 minutes, and Turtle Guy was crying.
Codex Special.
The Codex
I remember
Special.
that.
That's
I
what it
remember
was called.
I remember that.
Oh, I just
I
hit my
didn't
desk,
watch
but
it.
yeah.
Because I remember Turtle Guy explained what it was, and I was like, I'm fucking not watching that.
But also one more tiny little thing, and then we can move on from this channel. But there's actually one video on the current channel that debuted on the original channel. The first Red Dead video that you can watch
yeah.
was one of the last ever videos to go up on the original channel. So it's
That's so
technically,
true.
if you're wondering why we sound kind of different or why there's a different editing style, number one, David edited it, but also it's just if we sound younger, it's because we were at least 3 years younger than
I think that was when Red Dead Online first came out.
it was. Yeah, because I remember being
2018,
super
or,
excited
like,
to play it.
Very start of 2019.
Yeah, no, it's mad.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a video that I put up, actually.
It was something like that
of
anyway.
the-
Oh wait, maybe there was
Yeah.
only a year in between the Cyberprime channel and then the new Cyberprime channel. Sorry, I think it was only a year. But anyway, sorry, carry on, Turtle.
So, I remember, you did something to annoy me. I don't know what it was. I think it was no, it was you copied my, you wanted to do more Mario month.
Yeah, but that's on this
which
channel.
went great, by the way. Yeah, but okay.
This is
So
still your
then
most
I
viewed
released
video.
a video called "A Response
Technically.
to Cyberprime's Recent Behavior," and I drew a little thing, and then I leaked a video
Oh
that David edited.
yeah.
I'd
And I
edited.
think it was a Minecraft video we did. Probably the funniest Minecraft video we did.
I
Wow.
That's the
disagree.
one.
I think the blocks is much
The
better.
blocks is impeccable. The blocks
Okay,
Blocks
is
is
I think
premium
this was
content.
basically the starting off of like I basically leaked the. I want to say
I had the
pilot.
same skin in it, actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah, no, you did.
Yeah, I had a beautiful skin, and I'm not gonna spoil what happens, but I looked great from
That
the
video
back.
is on your channel, so you can check it out. And I think I still have the full video on my Google Drive somewhere, so maybe one day
Oh,
I'll
nice.
leak it.
The entire
I only
thing.
leaked.
Fully
I only
edited,
leaked.
professionally edited.
I guess I'm curious. So, Toga, I'll bring it over to you. What made you want to do YouTube? What made you want to jump onto the old YouTube sphere and upload videos? Because I remember your original channel, which we won't name drop, but unless you want
You
to,
made me
I'll
do
leave it.
YouTube.
I did. I made
Yeah,
you.
you're to
You
blame.
put a
Yeah,
gun
you
to his
pointed a
head.
gun to my head, and you're
When I
like,
started making
make a
videos.
chat. Okay, so here's the two little stories, basically my YouTube secret origin. So you were on, I think you had a channel for a little while, of which you'll discuss in your own time.
Yeah, I
I was
remember when it
basically
started
like,
and everything.
wow, that's so cool. And I asked my parents, hey, can I make a YouTube account? And even my brother was like, yeah, it's fine. And then we went, okay. I remember the first day I got it, my mom was like, what's a subscription? Look up, does a subscription cost money? And my brother's like, no, it's free. I remember for a fact, I had to look up a video showing how YouTube worked to my parent, because she's like, I don't want this to cost any money, because we'll save it for future podcasts. But I famously have. I'm basically that kid that you give them their phone and half your money is gone.
200 euro, yeah,
Oh, really?
Spend 200 euro on like a packet of onions.
yeah. You're an insane man.
But
That's
yeah,
crazy. Yeah.
so you basically got me into YouTube with your channel. But I was inspired by the things I watched. So like I wanted to do like unboxing and Lego videos. The two big Lego titans at the time was the Brick Queen and the Brick Show.
The Brick Show, holy shit!
The
I have
Brick
never
Show.
heard of either of these.
That had
Oh,
the most
Brick Show! Oh my
yeah,
god,
and they used to have a big wall of minifigures stuck onto the
that
wall.
was sick. That was the coolest thing ever.
They
That was
had
like,
the most unceremonious kicking off YouTube ever. 'Cause
there's a
what they
video
did,
about them
What
that I
happened?
watched.
Yeah,
That was like their downfall, but I can't really remember what happened.
yeah, so what they did is they kept hiring a bunch of new guys basically, and the main guys eventually left it, or they took a bit of a back burner. They put like they had like shops that sells Lego products and custom things.
Yeah, because it was two brothers.
There's two brothers, and then they started hiring more guys. The two brothers were the best ones. There was one with a beard, and then there was one with like he had slick back hair. He was my favorite.
Yeah, yeah. I always
But,
liked the stick back guys though. Steve or something, or Steven, I can't remember.
I can't remember their exact names.
This is such a weird. I'm so glad we're doing this video or this podcast, by the way, because I do think about this stuff sometimes, and it's cool to actually talk to. Because me and
Would
Turtle
you
got
like
into a
to
lot of the
know
same channels at the
what
at, as,
caused- Sorry to cut you off. Would you like to know what caused the downfall of the Brick Show?
I would like to know. I would, because I asked.
So basically, like mentioned, the brothers kind of took a backseat of the channel, and what happened was they posted a leak of an upcoming Lego set. I think it was a Harry Potter set. You can post leaks of Lego sets, that's fine, but if it has a watermark, that's no
Oh my
good.
God.
Short
It's
version,
watermark.
Lego basically copyright strike the channel, which they can do. So like, if it's a picture from a catalog or Amazon, you can use it under fair use. But if it has a watermark, do not put that shit on YouTube, otherwise you will lose your channel. That Lego basically destroyed them.
And that's what got them done. And they don't exist anymore, do they not?
They have one channel, but like they lost, like they had a big amount of subscribers and they basically lost it because
They were huge back in
all
the
the
day in that
videos are gone.
community. I do love a niche community on YouTube. I remember, so yeah, you had two channels, Turtle Guy. You had
Actually,
your original one, and you have the
The
Turtle Guy one.
original turtle guy.
Yeah. So, what kind of stuff did you do back in the day?
What kind of stuff did I do back in the day?
Yeah.
I did did Lego reviews of polybags and stuff, I think I kind of noticed I got in the niche of like the more vague the set. If it was new or something like that, or polybag, something people wouldn't review, I'd go for them. I also did animations, quotation marks animations,
Mm.
because I'd stop the video, like I'd pause it, and then I'd move it, and then I'd pause it, and then for a big action scene, I'd record, and like stealthily or not so stealthily, I would move it and fling it.
Yeah, your fight scenes I remember were very on par with like a Jason Bourne movie of just shaky as shit. Like
Yeah. So
I remember
I
so
will.
vividly.
I'm not gonna say the name of the channel. I'll say
No,
the
no,
name of
no.
the series because it's vague enough. It was Lego Heroes. As we were discussing last night, the series was quite violent. The other inspiration for my channel, the animation
Well,
point,
this I was gonna
was
say was this is one for me as well, but yeah, go for
this
it.
is one for both of us. Fires Fire 101.
Who still does YouTube?
Still does YouTube. Brilliant videos. Check that out. But that's where I learned most of the curse words I use. And there's still things like I rewatched some of them, and I'm like, holy fuck, kid, I should not have been watching this as a
Oh, not
kid.
at all. I remember there's one where like Spider-Man gets his spine ripped out
Jesus.
by
Um,
Batman, and I was like, holy shit. Um, yeah, that was wild. That was such a good, yeah, like that's kind of what got. So I guess I used my first YouTube channel was called the worst name on planet Earth, but I was 9, I think. So I started in September 2010 was the when I remember the month and the year, everything. I had a channel called the Dino Dude David.
oh, you still
Incredible
Alliteration.
name.
follow
I was ahead of the curve, you know.
Triple D's.
And it's not up anymore, but I have all the videos still.
Gimme,
And
gimme some.
I would do a lot of shit. What did I do? I did. So there was a niche community back in the day that got me into. So I remember when I first found out about YouTube, my sister showed me YouTube, and she showed me the classics. She showed me Fred. She showed me The Annoying Orange, etc. But I wanted to find there was this movie that I used to watch when I was young called "We're Back: A Dinosaur Story." I don't know if you remember it. It was not good, but I used to watch it, and I was like, "Fuck, YouTube has everything. I bet it has this movie." So I looked up a dinosaur story. I found this video called "A Dinosaur Story," but it wasn't the movie. It was this kid in his fucking giant house. It was a huge house, and with like all of his dinosaur toys, just making a movie with them. I was like, "This is fucking sick. This is the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life." Like he was like a pioneer in my eyes. I was like, this kid is ahead of the curve. Kid wouldn't have been much older than me at the time. I was like, I could fucking do that. So I started doing the same shit where I would just fucking. So I used to live in a house that had a huge back garden because it was in the middle of nowhere. So I couldn't really like meet my friends very frequently, and by friends I mean Turo guy. Um,
I,
and I couldn't really like do much because we lived so far away from town. So I would just get like a box full of toys, run out in the back garden when it wasn't raining with this shitty little camera that had a built-in USB, and that's how you'd put the stuff onto the fucking computer. And I would fucking video my dinosaurs and do like a fake British accent and do like walking with dinosaurs
Documentary.
shit.
I
Or
laugh,
sometimes
but
I'd do
also I
like
did some weird accents.
fight scenes with them and stuff. And then I'd jump onto the computer, Windows Movie Maker, fire it up. And that's where I learned to edit was through that, which isn't obviously a huge thing, but
Same.
it kind of got me into editing. And this is what kind of got me in. So I did a film course. I recently finished it,
Oh,
4-year
oh,
film
Congratulations.
degree. And that's why, because I was younger, I used to want to do all this shit. I learned how to do stop motion through it, and I got involved with all these people like that I'd never met, obviously, because it was through the internet. And it was like people my age who were doing the same shit. It was a really, really niche community, but I really enjoyed it. And then as Turtle Guy said, then he started doing it, and so I got into stop motion shit, and I still always had an interest in stop motion. I just never do it anymore because I'm really fucking lazy. But
yeah.
yeah, it was always fun. I always had big ambitions. I used to always say I'm going to do this, and I never did it. I went to empty promises on that channel for things I wanted to do, and I never did. But that's how I got into YouTube. I watched this guy make a dinosaur toy movie, and I was like, "Fucking, that's easy. I'll do that." I did,
Nice.
and that's
Proud
mine.
of you.
That's how I got into it. But then, yeah, and then I stopped doing that, uh, and I private all those videos. But then I started getting into gaming videos. because I was like 12, and
I started off with gaming videos.
when the edgelords kick in. Who was your inspiration to jump into gaming?
I actually have two. Okay, three technically, but okay, four technically. Right. So, the very first Let's
Numbers
Play that
going
I
up.
ever remember watching, I'm 99% sure this is it, but I could be wrong. I think it was Sugar Conroy's Let's Play of Super Mario Sunshine. I think is the first ever one that okay, this is the first one I ever watched full anyway. But then the person that I watched to get me properly into gaming was Markiplier. I feel like that's the same with a lot of people.
I still watch.
No, I still watch Markiplier as well, and I've only
I
started
probably
watching
came into
Jacksepticeye this year.
Markiplier. Yeah, it was kind of a reverse because I've only now gotten into Markiplier.
No, yeah, no, I love Markiplier. Markiplier, his creative stuff, I think, is what very much
Currently
inspires me.
wearing some merch.
But when I quit YouTube, big fiasco and big ordeal and stuff. All the press were crazy.
Yeah, there were tears. There were bricks thrown at your house.
Yeah, there were bricks thrown at my
It was
head as
not
well.
that good.
But there was one YouTuber in particular that I was watching that kind of got me back
Turtle Guy
into
channel.
realizing that, you know what, I actually want to keep making stuff. I don't want to stop. And I'm pretty sure at the time it was Mr. Fruit, who's still making stuff and still a great YouTuber. He's got a new channel now as well, so he's growing more than
You
ever.
followed after your footsteps.
And he's cool. He does Destiny. I think I discovered him through Destiny, but then I fell in love with him for his Trouble in Terrorist Town videos, which are to this day hilarious. And Rust. His Rust videos are very funny. But it's just cool because they were just video games, but they were more. It kind of introduced me into funny moments, and then I think from there I discovered Vanos, and then that kind of. Or no,
Yeah, I think a lot of people watch Vanoss.
Yeah, but I stopped. I haven't seen Vanos in years.
No, me either. I don't even know if he still does videos.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of. No, for some reason he did some based on a popular celebrity court case of recent months. Yeah,
That's not good.
that's not
Yeah,
good.
there was a channel I used to watch back in the day, which is kind of my main motivation for why I love The Block so much. Because they had a series of Minecraft. It was called the Creature Hub, and they did a series of Minecraft where they all had to build tree houses and stuff, and it was like my shit when I was growing up. I used to go I think it was every Wednesday they'd release an episode. I'd watch it every week, and I fucking loved it. And I was like, fuck yeah, I can do this. This is easy. So I knew a couple of people. You know how you just had friends over the internet when you were a kid? There was nothing weird about that, I guess. I guess it was just a thing that people did. So I knew two people through PS3. We used to make videos together. And I went by Crossvoid Gamer.
Hell yeah.
Because I wanted to have a name that could be shortened to 3 letters for some reason. I was like, that's cool. So I was like, Crossvoid Gamer, but people are going to call me CVG. No one called me CVG.
Cross.
Everyone called me Cross, yeah. Which just made me sound either religious or angry or both.
I mean, Cross is a cool name. I like Cross.
I guess so. But yeah, so that's what I used to, and I also was into Vanos, like you just mentioned there. So I used to do, I took my editing from my toy video days, and I brought it to there, and I would make funny moments videos, and that was always my favorite part of it was putting together those. And then funny enough, on the original Crossway Gamer channel, a couple of things that are kind of on the Cyberprime channel happened. So there was the Partners in Crime.
Oh yes. If you ever
Which
wonder why,
cameoed in?
if you ever wonder why me and David are sometimes called the Partners in Crime, or there's like a hashtag the Partners in Crime, this is why.
This is where our duo name came from. Was done this? We had a Minecraft series, and funny enough, in that Minecraft series, there was an episode with Turtle Guy in it, and the way we introduced Turtle Guy in that is the same way we introduced Turtle Guy in The Woods.
Yeah.
As a callback, we do a lot of like self-referential callbacks
that
to
no
things
one will
nobody will
understand.
That's the point of this podcast. We can talk about them now.
Exactly.
But where you figure out the reference.
So in that Minecraft video, we were like, oh, there's something at the beach. Let's go to the beach, and we went to the beach, and Turtle Guy washed up on the beach, and in the woods, the same thing happens.
Yeah.
That's where that came from. But then again, I private all those videos, and now I don't really like making YouTube videos. I like being in cyberprimes because I think I described it to him this way one time. It's like having a YouTube channel is like having kids, but being in his videos is like being an uncle. It's all the
Yeah.
fun stuff without any of the hard work, you know. So that's why I do it. But I do have a YouTube channel called Respect the Hyphen that I
Yeah.
have one video on, and I never did anything else with it. Although I will say, and it could be out maybe by the time this goes out. I'm not sure. Depends how lazy I am.
Oh,
But I started scripting my first video.
brilliant! That is
So
great.
there's a little teaser for you guys.
I am
So
very, very
YouTube's
pleased with
not
it.
dead, and this September I will have been on it for 12 years in one form or another.
Damn.
I love it.
I think I'm close to 10 years. I looked up on.
I have no idea, but 2 years for the Cyberprime channel. We're in the year 3 of Cyberprime right now, so that is where I'm.
Cyber
counting.
Prime Year 3.
That is what it is. That's what I'm going to call all the anniversary stuff from now on. So I don't know. I like it.
It's like Destiny.
Yeah, I guess kind of. But another thing which I discovered on YouTube, but this is kind of relatively. Where was this? I think, or when was this? I should say. I think it was like 6 to 8 years ago. I was doing work experience, and I discovered the Holy Grail of what could possibly have been one of the most influential series. Now, when I look back on it without realizing,
Oh no, I know what this is gonna be.
Red versus Blue, because
Ah.
I used to watch. I was an idiot. I used to watch Red versus Blue while I was working, and I had it connected to the speaker. So I'm pretty sure everyone outside of that office could definitely hear. Now, when I think about it, that I was watching Red versus Blue, and I thought I was being really sneaky. But I guess not. But the concept that you could make a series and make a narrative in a video game with friends blew me away, and I'm pretty sure to this day that is basically what inspired the Fireteam of Fools, which is the oldest and the longest running series on the channel. So, yeah, that is a little. They were on Netflix. I technically watched them on Netflix, but I discovered them on YouTube.
Yeah, they were on Netflix first.
On Netflix, yeah.
Yeah.
I tried watching them on Netflix a bunch of times, and I'm like, too long, bored now.
Yeah, well, that's because you don't have you're not able to
Attention span,
engage
yeah.
with something. You need to be able to commit to sitting down to witnessing something. I mean, if you're going to watch the entire the Fireteam of Fools, it might actually be longer than Red versus Blue at this stage.
Oh, watch
Yeah,
Fireteam.
but it's got me in it, so-
Especially the prequel. The prequel I've heard is really good.
Yeah, the
The guy they got
prequel.
to play me was an inspired choice.
Yeah, pretty good
I've heard
impression.
mixed things.
And
Do you know what's actually in the spirit of Red versus Blue in terms of like something that started on YouTube that ended up on Netflix? That's kind of the only connection. But it was a big inspiration for me for both my sense of humor and also another thing that made me want to work in film and I guess write stuff was this series on, I don't know if anyone remembers the channel Rocket Jump.
Oh, I've heard of
Freddie
them.
W.
I've heard of them. I don't think I've
It's a
ever watched
series called Video Game High School, which
Oh,
is
yeah.
really funny, and it's still funny. I watched it when it came out. I think it was 2013 or 14, and I really liked it. And then I went back a couple of years ago, I think like 2 years ago, and I watched it all again, and it's still funny, and it's really, really clever. And I think it's like only 3 seasons. It starts off. I think the episodes are only like 8 minutes. I think by the end it was like proper full episodes, but it's really funny, and it's a really interesting idea. And it's very creative, and I definitely recommend people watch it because the thing I like so much about it is I'm a big fan of like the independent aspect of it. Like it was made for YouTube, it was all crowdfunded, and it's clearly just like a passion project, and it's really good. It's something that I think inspired my sense of humor as well a little bit. But yeah, I'd recommend watching that. That's a big thing I used to watch a lot on YouTube was Video Game High School. It made me realize that YouTube could be more than just fart videos. You know, like there's scope to it. People who put a lot of work into stuff, and I think to an extent, like that's why I enjoy being on this channel so much, is because we have a lot of we try and do more than just sit down and fare around on video games. We do that
we
some
have diversity.
it's still fun, but we have other ideas for things we want to do.
Yeah, we have
And I
like
think,
narratives, we have
yeah,
funny moments, we have just blind playthroughs, let's plays. We have got a bit of everything.
You got a
exactly.
lot of story stuff, which is a segue that I'm going to take.
Oh,
One thing that majorly inspired me is a lot of Minecraft videos, so a lot of Stampy Longhead stuff, and
oh
then a lot of the
yeah.
Minecraft roleplay stuff. Like you got your
Oh
Walking
my
Dead in
god,
real.
SGC Barbarian! Oh, I
Yeah,
used to watch that all the time. I never got to finish it though.
I don't think itself got to finish.
Oh really? That's so sad. I got to the point where Husky Mudkips was introduced, and I think he was the warden of a prison.
Husky Mudkips, bro. I need to talk about Husky Mudkips in a minute.
Oh, long
I,
silence.
I thought you were still going.
Yeah, I thought you were still going as
No,
well. I didn't
no,
realize that's
I'm
where it
done.
ended.
I'm done.
Okay, well that's okay. So Husky Mudkips reminded me of my probably the most influential channel of my youth was a guy called Paperbat VG Pbat, and he had these videos called Minecraft the Movie, and I think he ended up having about 12 of them, and they were just long Minecraft videos, which nowadays like that's nothing. But back in the
Yeah.
day, I was like, yo, an hour long Minecraft video. What the fuck? It was the first time I ever watched anything to do with
Meanwhile,
Minecraft.
meanwhile, the blocks.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, I don't think they've ever hit an hour long video of the blocks
No.
yet, but
Yet.
still. But, like, I remember back in the day being like, this is wild. Like, it was the first time I'd ever seen Minecraft was his video, Minecraft the Movie 2. I was like, fuck, this is crazy. But he did a video with Husky Mudkips. One of the Minecraft movies had Husky Mudkips in it. And Husky Mudkips uploaded the sequel to that. This is wild. This is crazy.
That's mad.
Payback. Yeah, you know what? And those are those videos where I'm always like, fuck, I kind of want to just go back and watch the Minecraft the movies. Like they're just called Minecraft movies because they're slightly longer videos, but
Yeah,
they were always funny, and I always used to watch them. And I always liked having a long video to watch when I was doing something, and those were them for me.
I agree
But
with
yeah,
that.
that's fucking wild. That's another thing that's kind of made me want to do Minecraft. I think that the Blocks is my favorite series to do because I watched so much Minecraft when I was growing up.
I think we all
Yeah,
did. I think Minecraft was just
Yeah.
that
I
one
think
game.
I think we can just be like so loosey goosey with it.
Also,
Yeah, I
yeah, there's
agree.
no like narrative and stuff. It's just us having fun and tearing each other's shit
That
to
isn't to
pieces.
say that I don't like even now like I was rewatching some Fireteam Fools and I'm like, huh, Destiny'd be neat. But also I'm afraid to tell that to Cyber because then he will appear and be like, Destiny now. I don't know.
Wait,
I
what?
have a weird relationship with Destiny.
What do you mean Destiny? Explain.
Oh. Um I do okay, I do like doing Destiny videos. I do
Okay.
love doing all the lore bits.
I'm,
I just hate
I'm
being
so
told to do
confused.
all the lore bits.
Oh, but that's the point. It's oh god.
Exactly.
Okay.
But I do love it when it comes together.
Well, yeah, that's the whole point, especially with the prequel, because the way that the prequel works is that it's still all improv. That's the thing with the Fireteam Fools. It's basically all improv except for the
Yeah,
overarching
I think
stories.
that's part of the reason why I like it.
Yeah. Oh man, it's not going to be uploaded for fucking years. It genuinely might not be this year. No, it will be this year, but it won't be for a long time. But Turtle Guy made one of the best improv get running gags on an episode that I've ever fucking seen because it was so subtle and he only says like three separate things to keep it going, but it's so
Oh
funny.
yeah, I remember
It's
this.
when I can say this, I guess. It's the first episode of the Witch Queen arc, which
Yeah, we
we've
can review
recorded
that. Well,
way
to
in
be
advance.
fair, we don't know when this episode's going up.
We don't, but I'm guaranteeing it's going to be up fucking months before that video.
I don't know.
But
There's many there's a lot of things I've recorded and I don't even know if they've ever been uploaded to
well,
a
yeah,
channel.
there's a lot of stuff that's still in the pipeline, but they're still being made. But yeah.
That's a whole other thing, like cancelled videos. I have so many. I
Oh
just
yeah, I
haven't been
used to
bothered.
always. I think I said it earlier, but I used to always on my oldest channel be like, "Here's a trailer," and I would just be like,
Oh,
"It
I
was
did
it
that
was
too.
it was a trailer because I was sitting around on a summer day, being like, what do I want to do?" And I would just grab my camera and just do some random shit with the Lego minifigure, and then be like, "That's the trailer for something that's never coming out."
I did a whole bunch of those. So many. I had like a Justice League trailer. I
I
think
remember the Justice League trailer so much. Is that on the Turtle Guy channel, or is that on your old channel?
there was a point where I was putting them onto both.
Yeah, The Turtle Guy or the Justice League trailer, I remember, because you made your own little music for it. Little music, that's the most patronizing thing I've ever said in my life. You made your own music for it and everything.
Oh, the Justice League one must be on the Turtle Guy channel because it's not
Who
on the
was
other
supposed to
channel.
be talking in this? This is a really niche thing because if people haven't seen the video, it's basically the members of the Justice League standing in front of a background, and then there's like music in the background the Turtle Guy made by what sounds to be him humming and like using a
I mean,
washboard.
listen, if it works for the big leagues, if it works for Warner Brothers, it works for me.
That's true. I think it was very, yeah. But who's supposed to be talking in the video? Who's doing the narration in the video?
Probably some niche villain. I don't know. I
Is
don't
it
think I
supposed
thought it out. I think I just wanted some like I don't know. I just met the thing and then was like, oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and never did.
I always had big ideas, but I never followed through.
Yeah.
I used to just like come
Turtle
up with
Guy
the ideas.
randoms reviews lies in its grave.
Turtle Guy's TV Talk is a classic series.
Yeah.
Turtle Guy, if you
Alright,
could continue an old series, what would you do?
an old series.
If you could bring one back from the grave, be like, it's back. It's back, baby.
Maybe I finished it, but I'll have to. The History of Disney Infinity, Part
Oh.
1, Part 2.
That is a
Um,
classic.
That's a classic. I think I always have plans and ambitions for Turtle Guy talks.
Yeah,
I
you
always
need to
like-
make it.
Who knows? Maybe it'll be a thing. Maybe not.
Hopefully it will be. I hope. I've-
Manifest, people. Manifest. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Bring back Turtle Guy food reviews.
Oh no, no,
Don't
no,
do
no, 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 no. That deserves to die in a hole. The deepest hole you can possibly dig.
So I don't know. I've probably said this on the channel. I hate mouth noises. It
I
literally is
think
the
I
worst.
may have created that.
No, trust me, you didn't. I know people far worse than you, but you are pretty bad for it. But
Did you watch
Fucking
that
hell.
video?
I didn't. I couldn't. I didn't even click on it. As soon as I saw that you were eating food, I was like, I can't watch this.
It wasn't
I
even
just
food. I was
physically.
drinking flavored
That's
milk.
worse.
Which
Oh no!
was-
Oh yeah! I thought you were talking about your cereal one. No, no! I remember this because it was literally. Oh, it was like ASMR. You literally
Yeah,
were
it's not
right
good.
behind where the microphone
Did I
was, and you were
upload any of the
gulping
cereal
down
ones?
milk, and it was the worst video ever. Oh, I hate it so much. I had something I was going to say about your channels. I can't remember what it was.
I will say just real quick, it's not necessarily nostalgic, but the Turtle Guy thumbnails always have a very unique energy that I love.
The one of you holding Luigi is probably my favorite thing. I think we could probably transition this conversation into just like general
Turtle Guy
YouTube
fan.
stuff. But I think like nostalgic was the jumping off point. But I'm gonna have to think about this for a second. But yeah, you guys keep going because I really had a good question about for you.
Well, just to double back on like the cancelled series and stuff like that, I really dislike that so much. So whenever I like tease something or say something, even if it takes years, I will do it, and it's really annoying me because last year for the end of the Cyberprime Year 1, I teased Jedi Fallen Order. I didn't get to do that in the entire like year, so I only just got to start it there now. I also teased War for Cybertron and Halo, and I still have yet to do both of them. But
you did tease War for Cybertron.
War for Cybertron will hopefully be coming at the time this is recording. It'll hopefully be coming relatively soon, in an interesting format. And Halo, we'll have to see. I have an idea, but
You have an idea.
it depends on how exactly that'll work out. So I'm not going to promise anything. I'm going to make a series on Halo no matter what, but I have a specific idea for this that I will try and do.
Well, I will say in regards series, I think the series I am the best with, that I've done 2 years in a row, is the Advent calendars.
Yeah, that's
they're always old reliables.
They do good. Oh, they do. I've done them. Looking at the views, some of them have 5, some of them have none. So thanks for the support, guys. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to them.
Oh, right. Well, you will. People will hear this podcast and then they'll be like, "Whoa, we should check him out." Not like is in terms of like sexual provocativity, but like in looking at the not your body, like your content. I mean,
I do remember what I was going to say.
Videos.
Have we ever talked about where the classic catchphrase comes from for Turtle Guy?
I
Your
actually,
intro.
I don't know if he's ever actually said it properly on the channel.
He might not have said it on your channel. He says it on his videos, and I've said it parodying him.
Oh,
I
same.
said it in the
Yes,
Kyle's
you
famous.
have. My lawyers are still working through that
No, it's
vigorously.
parodying. Okay, don't worry. But yeah, that was a thing from, was it your Boba Fett review?
This actually doubles back to the thing about the reflections.
The reflection, which I was
didn't-
also going to say. The Boba Fett review might be my favorite classic Turtle Guy video.
Because I noticed midway through the video, oh shit, my reflections
And you
in
didn't
this. And I kept
redo it.
ducking. I didn't redo
You
it. I
just
kept
kind of
ducking and
fumbled the
diving.
camera, and then we cut back, and your reflection's wearing sunglasses. But that's
like
where
you were
the
Jason
classic,
Bourne.
the intro,
Yeah, this'll solve the problem.
the intro for that video, which you said accidentally, was, "Hey guys, it's your guy Turtle Guy, back," and then you said the intro, and I remember thinking that was the funniest thing ever because you
It's
didn't
so
mean
cool.
to say it,
I genuinely
so-
like it.
but it's such a good intro. Hey guys, it's your guy Turtle Guy. So much
Triple
guy.
guys. I love it. I
It's
really,
so
really
much-
like it.
Two more,
But
and
I
you can open a
suppose-
burger joint.
Kind of how things happen. That is kind of how things happen. Because, like, you go to, like, the YouTubers' first videos, like, you take Markiplier or Jacksepticeye, they probably didn't do, like, what would be their iconic intro. For Markiplier, it's like, hey guys, Markiplier. And then Jacksepticeye was, like, the whole top of the morning type thingy. I
Yeah.
don't think he does it anymore.
I had a
Still,
different
Your
one.
intro, okay. I was going to. So your current one is just hello everyone. Like it's very
Yeah,
soothing.
it's just different. I don't really think about the intro too much. Rollout is always gonna be the outro. That's
Rollout was on the old channel, but
yeah,
your intro
no,
was
rollout's
on the
always
old
been it.
you don't think you do, you don't think you do, like, a cooler intro?
Well, we'll see.
A
We'll see what
cool
happens
intro.
with time. But I say that
Maybe
rollout's
bring
the intro. There's usually like fucking 5 minutes of footage that happens after I say it, but like in every episode,
Do
because
we
we're
have-
really bad at ending videos. But
Did we
Video.
have a cool? Did we have a cool intro for the podcast?
Did we, David?
I didn't. I didn't. No.
Right, I can't remember. That's not good. But anyway, I at the time when I started doing it, when I started doing this intro on repeat, like actually making it my intro, there was a YouTuber who covered FNAF called Razbowski. Don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he went one time. He went, hey, and then I thought that was the coolest thing ever. So I decided to try
Is
and
that
do
what
that.
it's from?
That's what it's from, yeah. So I decided to try and do like, hey, guys, I'm Cyber Prime. But then, now that I'm a more mature person, I realize
That's
that
not true.
that is not the way to go. Just,
We're not
hey
a
guys,
mature
or hello
person.
there. My name
well,
is Cyber Prime is better, I guess. Maybe not. Now, maybe I'll come up with
Well,
something else. I also had a debate. Sorry to cut you off, but there was a time in this new channel era where I was like, I wonder how long I could go if I said hello guys in a different language for every episode. But then I immediately thought that was a really stupid idea. Although I kind of want to do it sometimes, so we'll see.
If you ever do GeoGuessr, you should do that.
Yeah, maybe.
I would work for that.
Oh, that reminds me. This is a
I've
slight
always wanted to
tangent.
do GeoGuessr.
One
Put it in the trailer for season 3. Or
Well, we'll
year
see.
3 or what
But
have you.
one of my friends there's like a GeoGuessr premium thing you can get, and he got that one time.
House.
And it wouldn't. He tried to cancel it, and it just wouldn't cancel. And it's perpetually going. So he has GeoGuessr for every year, like the premium thing, and he just cannot cancel it, and it's really funny.
Fucking hell.
So he's constantly having to
GeoGuessr's
pay
like a
for
mob
GeoGuessr
boss.
Premium, and he never uses it anymore.
That's wild.
I think it's GeoGuessr anyway. It's one of those guess the places anyway.
Yeah, it's probably GeoGuessr.
Yeah. That's.
I had a question for you about your old channel.
Oh, me or Turtle
Who?
Guy?
You. Oh yeah,
You
what
give
was
me
so
my
what?
question?
What was yours? What series would? Yeah, it wasn't a question. It was just about your intro. Your hey guys, it's your guy Turtle Guy. What series? Is there any series from your old channel you want to bring to your new channel, Cyber?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, no, hang on.
Okay.
Okay. No, let
You
me
can't remember
explain.
them, can you?
Let me explain. Number one, I'm trying to think of series, and all the ones that I'm thinking have like remasters, except for
Okay.
Minecraft Story Mode and Marvel's Telltale's Guardians of the Galaxy. But there was a time where I felt kind of guilty for doing it and like deleting the channel and being like, because I deleted it. I didn't private it. I deleted it.
Yeah,
And
that was the worst part.
I was kind of sad, but I've come to realize that was just the smart decision, and I am happy I did that. Because there's nothing to kind of cling on to anymore except for that one Red Dead video. And it's just a fresh start, and I love fresh starts. It's like one of my favorite things in life. I love going and being able to start again new, and it's just nice that I was able to get the opportunity to do that with YouTube. And from the starting off point, I'd like to say I have decent quality videos, at least from the starting point. I know Turtle Guy interrupts me at the very, very beginning of my very first episode, I think, but it was still decent
As far as
quality.
you mean to go on, I suppose.
Yeah, but I'm just happy that I think I am happy that I deleted the channel, the original Cyberprime. Although how do I word this? The deletion of that channel has inspired me for something in the future, but I won't
Oh no!
explain
Oh
what
no!
that. I'm not
Save
deleting
the
the channel.
Cyberprime
No,
videos!
I'm not. I'm not
Quick,
deleting.
get the boys!
Oh
At least we
god,
got
no.
to finish.
Get the children to the life
We got to
raft!
finish Walking Dead this time.
Oh no, I'm not deleting the channel. I'm never deleting this channel. This
Get the
channel is
screen records!
this channel is prime content. But no, it's just the concept of deleting an original Cyberprime and replacing with a new one is something that I find very intriguing. And
Would you delete a series off the channel?
yes, I would without hesitation.
No
Get the screen
comment.
records!
No further
I
comment.
already
Hey,
have.
tired talk!
There's already a series that was on this channel that's completely gone. There's
Yeah, but the new
two.
one's
There's
better.
two actually. Two channels. Two
I
Oh
don't know.
series,
yeah, I
and
know one of them.
it will. The new one will eventually be replaced as well, actually, but that is just because of circumstances outside of our control, and also remasters are doing good. The new versions of the
Oh.
series is funny and it's good and it's good quality and I like it. So I think all of the things that I'm choosing to do for the channel so far are smart, or at least it's just kind of more for my
To be fair,
enjoyment.
you did say that with such a threatening aurora.
Aurora? With such a threatening aurora borealis in the sky above me as I spoke into my microphone.
No, it's an aurora borealis.
I knew you were going to say that. I
I
goddamn
knew
knew
it too.
it. There's
You
certain
triggered
jokes
him.
that Turtle Guy cannot not say.
You can't resist.
No, it's just...
I've become a cliche.
Become. Always have been.
Always will be. I put too much of a pause in between the will and the be.
You sometimes put too many pauses in things.
No, yeah, I've noticed that weirdly. I don't know if it's just my brain slowing down sometimes, but like sometimes I just take like in between letters of the same word sometimes, and I don't know why. I just slow down. I did it in the Borderlands, the newest Borderlands video that we recorded. I said today's, but I went like today's. I don't know why. I just kind of slow down.
The little
Processing
thing.
units a little on the
Yeah, I
fritz.
know. It's just I need to get it cleaned or something. I don't know.
We can replace it, turn it
Yeah,
on
I
and
don't
off
think you
again.
can. That's no. We're not doing that. But yeah, that was a nice trek down memory lane.
Oh, you
Yeah.
think the podcast is over? No,
Oh
keep
no,
going.
I'm not the host. It's up to David.
I
to
actually
rein
did have
it
a
in.
couple more things I wanted to talk
Oh,
about.
go
but
for it then.
What time are we at? Really quickly.
We're at an hour.
Okay, I don't think this should take too much longer than. First of all, your old channel on I think it's fair enough of me to say there was a Destiny series on the old channel,
Oh, there was
but there was a
two.
joke in one episode. There was.
Well, technically, there was the Destiny 2 series that you were a part. Yeah, you were a part of. And then there was also my first ever playthrough of Forsaken. That was
Oh,
also
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
was just me
I
by
remember.
myself because no one bought Forsaken.
Yeah.
So
Which worked out in our benefit,
in the
story
long
wise,
run,
I guess.
yeah, story wise, it was fucking brilliant.
But yeah, there was a joke in one of those episodes which I made an entire video about, and Turtle Guy loved that video. Turtle Guy, do you want to talk about that video?
Oh man.
You remind me what the video was?
Oh come
The
on.
Garfield
The documentary?
documentary.
Ah! I forgot that ceases to exist anymore. You're breaking my heart.
I do still have the video.
Send me that video. I will.
It's unlisted. It's unlisted. But I'll tell you what. If this video gets,
This won't be a
if
video.
this podcast gets
like
5 whole downloads, I'll send the
Oh,
video to
I can make 5
Cyberprime.
YouTube accounts.
Oh,
I'll
very
send the video to
nice.
Cyberprime, and he can put it up if he wants to, or do with it what he wants.
Yes, I will. I will
Let us
gladly.
speak Dungeon as well.
I will give what the people want to the people.
What video did you just say, Toga?
Be dumb.
Scooby Doo one, my Beast Machines video. I don't know what I was. Yeah, but yeah,
You were making peak content.
You
made.
were.
You
I made
something
3
about
videos and
gods
left.
and movies.
Yeah, I private that one as well. I don't like making YouTube videos. Sometimes I get a spur of the moment thing, and then I stop doing it. I'm like, I don't want to do this. Sometimes I feel like I should
Yeah.
just make them and leave them on a hard drive. Like do like what Prince did for music. Just put them in a vault somewhere. Just
They're
do
like
it.
they're
Put them
like
in the bathroom for people to find.
they're dug up by like archaeologists like 1,000 years in the future if humanity doesn't kill itself by then, and then they're like, whoa, this is the sacred texts. And it's just the
Look at
Garfield
this guy.
documentary. That's what they
That's 'cause I did
associate
it.
our
I did it.
entire like civilization when they try and.
All I
figure out
remember
what we
about the
worship.
Garfield documentary is that I made it. I did an Australian accent in it, and that was supposed to be my Garfield. That was my Garfield impression.
No, I'm not. I'm
Yeah, you did
Garfield.
this beautiful video, and then at the very end, you had a really good joke. I'm
What
not
was
gonna
my
say
joke?
it.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you
I
said-
remember
yeah.
the joke now. I'm recalling.
Comedy.
Yeah. Turgo, what? Let's take a break from nostalgia and let's look at the present day and a little bit of
No.
the past, but the recent past. Turgo, what's your favorite? I'm reading this. I'm saying this as though I'm reading it off something, and this just came into my head. What's your favorite series on the Cyberprime channel, whether you're a part of it or not?
I am intrigued.
I
everyone
quite
might be
like the
something.
blocks. Blocks is a classic.
The Blocks is a classic, yes.
Again, stroking my ego a bit. Titanium Throwdowns will forever be in my heart.
It's funny. I did. It's weird when we do Titanium Throwdowns. I don't think we're actually being funny when we're doing it, but when I rewatch it, it's fucking hilarious. It's so
I
funny.
do like the solo series is like Jedi Fallen Order and the Batman, or is it Arkham Asylum? They're good
yeah,
too.
Arkham Asylum.
I do quite love videos with the partners in crime.
Oh,
Oh,
A Way Out.
what's your
Be that-
favorite one?
A Way Out, and I think I am going to gush a bit. The Kyla's famous one that used to did is great, and plus I did predict it because I did say we needed a fresh set of eyes in that series.
Yeah,
Look,
it worked.
we got a fresh set of eyes. You got all the. You found some hot dogs.
We actually found the hot dogs. Yeah.
We would have never done such a thing.
I honestly don't think we would have. I'm not. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe eventually
Yeah,
because you have the higher power, but like apart from that, I don't think.
Well, listen, that higher power is hard to find. I'm gonna be
What
cheeky
about
and say
you,
I love
Cyber?
all the series.
Ooh, thank you. very
What's
much.
your favorite? What's your favorite? I know the answer, but they don't.
Who me?
Yeah, you.
Well, look, I have 3 favorites for different reasons. The Boys in the Woods laid the groundwork, I think, for like just good, fun, high quality series, and it was because of the ending of that kind of fueled the Fire Team of Fools. To do a more narrative kind of thing. That was a great one. That's one of the best series on the channel. Not to brag,
I
but
agree.
The Boys in the Woods is peak. It's pinnacle. It's great. Then
It also
Way
spawned
Out.
the Boys moniker.
Yeah, anything with the boys is actually pretty good, including this podcast. So thank you for watching, or listening, or watching if you're doing the YouTube version. But
Okay.
either way, A Way Out is one of the funnest series that I've ever had. But it's just, I don't know how to. It was kind of like a snowball. It was fun. Like there were some great jokes, but then there was some episodes where we were tired, and then there's one episode where you can't be heard at all. But like when it all comes together on the last episode.
It culminates in the single funniest
It's
thing
one of-
that's ever happened
yeah,
on the
it's one
Cyberpunk.
of
It's
the
like my
funniest
top
I was
5
things ever.
moments.
I was there too.
Yeah, Turtle Guy was there.
Top-
Turtle Guy calls it technically.
A top 5 moment for me on the Cyberprime channel happens in the very last
no.
episode of.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't
it's
cause
fantastic.
it. David caused his own downfall because he decided to bring me in.
No, but like that was a running gag. We had to call you for the final choice. It just made sense. But probably my favorite series on the channel is probably no surprise to anyone, especially my friends, because they know I'm
Break
slightly
a lot of
addicted,
hearts.
is the Fire Team of Fools for
Uh-huh.
many reasons. Number one, it's the first ever video on the channel, so it's technically like the Iron Man. It started it all, and it'll keep going. And number two, it's starting to branch out. We're making like a connected universe now. There's machinimas in the work. There's a prequel series already airing. There's still the main series going. There's
We have
collabs
guest
happening
stars
in it.
now.
It's just awesome. And like the dream for that series is for it eventually to connect the entire Destiny community. So no matter where or who looks at what video on the channel, they'll recognize someone. So hopefully there'll be a cameo from a content creator they know. The music in one episode is done by a musician that they know or something. The artwork is by a Destiny artist or something. Like I want
I
it to be a
don't
big
know how
kind
you're
of...
gonna get Hans Zimmer on the phone, but best
Okay,
of luck
well,
with that.
we'll see. We'll see.
Hans Zimmer, big Destiny fan.
I mean, oh man, imagine if the Fire Team of Fools eventually became that famous that we
Listen
had
to the
fucking Hans
podcast and he
Zimmer.
gives us a call.
But that'd be incredible. Hans, if you're listening, come on over.
You've made it this far.
Yeah, thanks. But yeah, no, that's kind of it. The Fire Team of Fools is kind of my biggest passion project. Which I've written like a story bible for how I want the universe to go, but it is still improv every single
And
episode.
then me and Hoover are gonna burn that Bible.
Well, we'll have to see.
Hoover's actually going to grab that Bible out of your hand.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Into a bin.
Oh man, that was a
You're
And you're
cold,
going to be, and you're gonna be standing in the distance looking at it.
that was a turtle guy. I gotta say, that was a brilliant callback right there.
One of Turtle Guy's 5 funny jokes of the year. He's only got 4 more.
Oh no.
I only got 4 more. So in the podcast, I'm guaranteed to make at least one more big funny.
No. Nothing is guaranteed.
But yeah, there's just before I wrap up my Fire Team of Fools stuff. There's been so many times where Hoover almost threatened to destroy like the cannon, by using stasis and Forsaken, or by using a raid weapon that is used by the raid boss in the Witch Queen in the beginning of the Witch Queen. Like just some little things that don't really change it, but like if you pay attention, it completely destroys the fabric of like the canon. But we've got it nailed down now, except for one
Well, I
time where I
understand
made a
that
mistake.
fucking
But
struggle.
that was my
Because
fault.
when we're playing Destiny 1, my best stuff is like all Taken stuff. We can't use it yet because the Taken don't exist
Oh
yet.
yeah,
in the
yeah,
canon.
and Rise of Iron as well. I used a Rise of Iron rocket launcher, I think, for a singular episode, but I explained that away by saying Lord Saladin gave it to me. So, because he existed in year 1, I'm 99% sure.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Iron Banner was the thing.
Oh yeah, and then Trials of Osiris was House of Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about Destiny any fucking more. I
No,
swear.
yeah, sorry, no, I kind of spiral.
But yeah. Don't ask me, guys, what my favorite series on the channel is. That's
Oh,
fine.
what's your
fine.
favorite series on the channel?
No, I thought of that, and then you talk about Destiny, and then I forgot it.
What's my favorite series on the channel?
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077. So
Holy
that's
shit!
it for your video, guys. No, I don't know. I think it's tough because I think the one I enjoy doing the most to play is probably
The
the
blocks.
blocks. I
Yeah.
have the most fun playing that, and I do enjoy watching them back as well. But I think in terms of the opposite of that, the Fire Team of Fools, I love how they turn out. But I fucking hate playing Destiny. I'm so bored of it. But I love the way they come together, and I do love that series. I also love the fact that me being a cheap fucker led to a plot line. in
Oh, it
Destiny
led to
2.
like a massive thing. Like it's the permanent.
I think that's really
death.
cool.
Yeah,
But
it's cool. Everything works out.
I-
Oh man, we could have like an entire episode dedicated to like explaining
Have we got
the
into
woods.
Destiny?
No, but
Oh.
like all of the things that just happen to fall into place, because that kind of shit happens all the time on this channel for whatever fucking reason.
Well, that's what I was going to say. I think in terms of two series that I think are really good for two different reasons. First one is The Walking Dead. I think
That's
that's one of the
another one, yeah.
funniest series we've done.
It is, yeah.
I
No, I agree.
watched the first episode, like episode 1 of The Walking Dead. I watched all 4 parts of that again just recently. And I mean, I'm in it, so maybe it's a bit of a fucking ego thing, but I thought it was so funny. And I genuinely think I'm so excited to do the second season. I think it'll be hilarious, especially because it's blind for all of us.
Oh, for all of us, yeah. It'll be
But I think
great.
it's because of the way we destroyed. Like, I love doing really story based stuff. That's why I enjoyed Until Dawn as well.
Yeah,
But in terms of
it's another good one.
series,
And
I like a lot of the series on the channel, but the Woods I think is one of the best ones we've done, simply because of the fact that we didn't know anything about the game,
Yeah,
we
no,
didn't plan anything, and we switched it from like just us fucking around to a narrative thing, but like seeds were being planted for the narrative thing, both accidentally and on purpose
accidentally. Yeah, it was.
already.
Oh,
Like I was thinking about some stuff on that, like that. It's crazy. Like I don't know, even little things like the front half of the plane is like one of the last things we find, and it's one of the first things I said I wanted to see.
it's just
Like
it all kind of
it just works
fucking.
out
Oh,
so well.
yeah, it worked out so well by
crazy,
accident. It was great.
Things
exactly. Or
on this
even like
channel
the
work out
Raven
so
was
well.
such a big mystery, and then we find it at Dead Shark Beach, which is like one of the most iconic locations.
Possibly the
Just
most
goes to
iconic location, apart from the
yeah.
ranch.
I love that it's called a ranch. Doesn't make any
Yeah.
fucking sense. But yeah, I think uh, no matter how we got into YouTube, I'm glad we all did because I'm really
Same.
enjoying the stuff we're doing now. It's very
Exactly.
fun.
It's like this podcast.
Like this podcast, which is another thing.
Yeah.
I love podcasts, and I really enjoy that
Same.
we get to do it now.
Yeah, no,
With
it's
with
great.
my with two of my best buds, and Hoover isn't here, but he's
That's
also
the
one of
same
my
your
best
two best
buds.
Yeah.
buds couldn't make it.
Yeah, no, we weren't called first turtle guy. We were the replacements.
Yeah. Originally, I was just gonna make this podcast with Hoover and upload it to your channel, Cyber,
Oh,
without your
that's
knowledge.
great.
But no, I guess it's not. But you know, these things happen. But yeah, I think that's kind of it for what we were going to talk about. We didn't purely talk about nostalgia. We talked about a few other YouTube things,
Talked
but you
about
know,
religious
We talked
letters,
about religious stuff as
of
well. That
which
was
I didn't receive. I'm very annoyed I didn't receive a letter from that guy. I'm fucked.
no,
especially
you're
because we
fine.
live like right next to each other, pretty much. And me and Turtle Guy are borderline neighbors. I
Which
could
is
walk over to
fun.
his
Yeah.
house right now and beat the shit out of him, but I won't.
Well, please
And
don't.
I could sneak over to David's house
Nope.
and steal whatever's
We definitely
hot.
need to do a podcast where we talk about Turtle Guy's criminal antics, but we'll do that some other time.
I reject that.
Okay, well, we'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, I think that's kind of it for me.
Same,
Do you
man.
guys have anything else you want to talk about in terms of YouTube or YouTube nostalgia? I definitely think this is a topic we could come back to. I'd be curious to hear Hoover's input and even just stuff he used to like on YouTube, or even if we had another YouTuber guest on. I'd
Yeah.
definitely like to hear their
We can
perspective on
always.
things.
There's no limit to one episode per topic. We can always
Part
come
two.
back.
Yeah, definitely. I think, and I guarantee you, as soon as we stop recording, I'll remember a bunch of the stuff
Oh,
I
yeah.
would wanted to talk about. But that's why we do multiple parts. But yeah, I definitely think this was a good episode. I had
Yeah,
fun.
same.
Did you guys have fun?
I had fun. It was a nice
I
trip
had a
down
lot
memory
of fun.
lane.
And now I'm gonna have lunch.
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat lunch too. I'm fucking hungry.
My stomach is eating itself.
I'm
Yeah,
probably just
I'm
gonna
so
sit here
hungry.
in
I'm just gonna eat
silence,
this laptop.
like I
But
usually do
Um,
when I have
Yeah.
no
well, yeah,
social
because
interaction.
Cyber, you can't eat food. None of it goes through the faceplate.
Yeah, I know it's annoying. It's annoying. I know.
like Black Noir supping on a straw. But yeah, guys, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you watch the YouTube version, be sure to check out the main Cyber Prime channel and all his peripheral stuff.
Or the
Thank you.
channel you're
presumably
currently
linked
watching
below.
this on.
Be sure to check out Turtle Guy and support him. Presumably linked below also.
Go back
Uh,
and
if
watch
you-
like
If you
my
download
stuff.
this podcast, be sure to rate it 5 stars. If you're watching it on YouTube, leave it a like. That's how you can support me because it'll just make me
Yeah.
feel good about myself.
Hell yeah.
Just gonna make
Subprime
a
has a Twitter
subreddit.
page. She has a Twitch Prime or Twitch page also. Be sure to follow both of those
Thank you.
and subscribe to the Twitch as well because it supports him too. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. Do we have any socials for the podcast? Probably not yet.
Not yet,
Not
but they
yet.
will exist.
We will. We'll throw those up. And yeah, guys,
Wow,
if you have a
David just became
topic-
so professional. Like,
if you
hey,
have a
we're gonna
topic
have.
you'd like to suggest, I'm still talking. If you have a topic you'd like to suggest, be sure to reach out to us somewhere and do suggest because we might actually take some user ones. But we also have something we want to talk about ourselves. But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of the podcast. And hey, tell us how
Maybe
you
Google
got
will
into
be in it.
YouTube. And maybe let us know what your favorite thing on Cyber Prime is. We'd love to know.
Yeah,
We'd love to
so
know.
would I.
We might do more.
Comment
yeah.
down some interesting stuff, and maybe we'll have like a readers' corner or something.
Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we will
But
do
we'll
that.
make a whole podcast just like weird comment, a whole podcast based on comments.
Do you remember when I said earlier in the podcast that we were really, really bad at ending videos. I think that is now officially extended into the podcast.
No,
Yeah,
it
well, I mean, I
hasn't,
had a good thing
because-
going, and then Turtle Guy just whipped in.
Well, to be fair, I didn't interrupt you in the intro, so
You
we
just
can't
interrupted
put
like
Professional that
5
fucking
times
outro
in the
was for
outro.
me. Fucking hell, that's the
restore
height of
balance.
it. But anyway, guys, yeah, that's it. Go outside
Grass.
and roll out.
Hey!